Today's video, we're going over the luxury neighborhoods of Wilmington Metro. Let's hop into it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for stopping into Living in Jacksonville. I'm Avery. I'm with American Home Team at eXp Realty. And as much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So that phone number and email address popping up on your screen, I am the one that responds to all the calls, texts, and emails. And I would love to have a conversation with you and just talk about how we can accomplish your goals together. And with all that being said, today we're discussing the luxury neighborhoods inside of Wilmington's Metro. And just a little disclosure, some of these, yes, you do have to drive to historic downtown. You do have to drive to Riverwalk, things like that in a couple of these neighborhoods. However, they are still considered Wilmington Metro and they are still highly luxury. So let's get into it. All right, so getting into it, we're discussing River Lights. River Lights is an exclusive neighborhood. It does have a ton of houses in the track and it's still being built. There's some waterfront properties that can be built. But River Lights consists of a couple different areas. One section is luxury apartments. They can range anywhere from about $800,000 upwards of about $1.5 million, offering all luxury appliances, countertops, cabinetry, you name it. They have elevators. They all have nice little balconies overlooking some scenery. And the apartments are very, very close, like right downstairs, to a couple of the restaurants, a couple of the shops that River Lights has to offer. And then you have the regular side of River Lights where you're looking anywhere from about, $450,000 to $500,000 up to, $2 to $3 million, depending on where you are in the neighborhood. These homes are pretty much all coastal. There's a couple in here that are sort of that modern style home, but all very high end. You are looking at a lot less maintenance in this neighborhood than you would outside some of these other neighborhoods that we're going to be discussing, simply because the lots are relatively small. You're looking at 0.15 of an acre, and a lot of these are like row style houses where you have the garage in the back of it, parking in the back, but the front of the house is out toward the road. So it is kind of like that shotgun style where you have some of your sitting spaces in the front and you work your way back to like the kitchen in the mudroom, and then you have the bedrooms up top. But once again, we're looking at about $500,000 to like 1.5 to 2 million. And this is a very, very walkable neighborhood. A lot of walkers, runners going on the walkways and the paths around the neighborhood. There's communal fire pits. There's a community pool, a clubhouse, tennis courts, pickleball courts, as well as the community restaurant, as well as the shops down, over by the apartments like I discussed. And then we do have the retirement side of River Lights, which is a little bit lower in price. So they're not quite luxury, but still worth mentioning. They do offer clubhouse, swimming pool, tennis, racquetball courts, and it's a nice little golf cart drive away from the restaurant and some of those shops. And proximity to historic downtown's only about 10 to 15 minutes. Depending on how fast you drive, but it's a beautiful neighborhood, master plan neighborhood just outside of city limits, but it is still inside of that Wilmington Metro. All right, moving on a little closer to historic downtown, we have the neighborhoods of Glenmead and Highland Hills. These neighborhoods are incredible in my opinion. There is a lot of mixture in these neighborhoods, everything from brand new construction, modern construction, to your historic Tudor style homes. There's a couple on the market right now in that 900 price point up to about like 1.8 to 2 million. And some of these, in my opinion, if they were to go on the market, would be over that $2 million price point. With that said, these neighborhoods are a little bit more suburban feeling than some of the other metro neighborhoods. Lots of nice trees, Spanish moss hanging down, and just beautiful mixture of houses, whether they're luxury homes or they're just nice little quaint homes. Not all of them in these neighborhoods are luxury, but you do have those luxury homes thrown in the mix. We are looking, about 500 plus in these neighborhoods, give or take. As far as amenities go, these neighborhoods don't have any pools or clubhouses or anything like that, but it is a short drive to all of your happenings. New Hanover Regional Health is right outside of the neighborhood, as well as Independence Mall right on the other side. So you have Oleander, which has like the mall and all that stuff on it. You have South 17th Street, which is where the hospital is, and then Wrightsville Ave that kind of cuts it off at a like a triangle, as well as Cape Fear Country Club, which is right adjacent to these neighborhoods as well. So for all you golfers, all you runners and walkers, these neighborhoods are fantastic. You have luxury homes, you have some smaller homes as well mixed in, but very walkable, very quiet city neighborhoods, extremely safe and close to just about everything. You're once again, 7 to 10 minutes to historic downtown if that's where you're trying to go, and really only about 7 minutes or so to 10 minutes to Wrightsville Beach if you wanted to head out to the beach. With that said though, these homes do give you a ton of character. So if you're into that kind of real estate, not the cookie cutter, not the brand new construction, that kind of thing, and you like the Tudor style homes, this is going to be an area that you are going to love simply because of that character. If you check out a couple of these on the market right now, you will notice that it is not that cookie cutter home, and it's going to give you some of that charm that a lot of people love. But once again, we are looking anywhere from about 500,000 up to about 2 million or so. And this is a nice, quaint neighborhood that I would say is good for either, for pretty much all demographics, whether you're, a bachelor or a bachelorette, or you're coming with a family, or you're a retiree. There's ranches in the area, so very minimal steps and that kind of thing, but good for a little bit of everyone. All right, and moving on, we have historic downtown. This is going to give you probably the most character of any of these neighborhoods, simply because a lot of these homes we're looking at circa 1800. If you look at what's on the market right now, you are going to see a lot of historic homes that have been modernized on the interior. Now, there are historic society regulations that say that you can't update the exterior of the building to certain degrees, right? You need to keep certain colors and that kind of thing. So a lot of these have been maintained strictly to those standards. But with that said, you can work on a lot of the interior to make it whatever style it is that you want. So we're looking at a lot of Victorians, and some of these historic homes are big boxy homes that offer 3, 4, 5,000 square feet, just extremely stately homes. A lot of them are used for historic like museum purposes and restaurants and bed and breakfast and that kind of thing. But you name the price and it's there. I mean, one of my clients just sold a piece of land in historic downtown Wilmington. It was 1 acre for $3 million. So one piece of land, 1 acre, is selling for $3 million. Think about what some of these houses can sell for. We are looking at very luxury priced homes at a, some historic character and that kind of thing. With that said, historic downtown does offer condos right above the Riverwalk, right above the Cape Fear River, overlooking the water and the battleship, that also will sell for like 1.2 million. Very luxury apartments that are private. They have restaurants and shops and really have access to all of the amenities, and it's walkable to a lot of the big business in the area. So if you're more of a downtown kind of person, you like to live in the lofts, the high rises, the apartments, that the luxury apartments with the high ceilings and the, you know, beautiful kitchens overlooking the water, this is going to be the area for you. There's a lot of history in Wilmington, right? And so a lot of these apartments, a lot of these houses and duplexes and townhomes resemble the history, right? Walking down some of these streets that have the cobblestone on the streets is just awesome. I come from a very historic part of upstate New York, and the history in some of these areas always have a special place in my heart. So if you're interested in any of that, historic downtown is going to be the place for you. But it is not for everyone, because it is hustle and bustle. You will hear sirens. You will hear ambulance and police and fire trucks and that kind of thing. And especially during the tourist season, you get a ton of people on the Riverwalk and downtown just exploring, eating at the restaurants and doing that kind of thing. But it is close to all of the big business. There are a ton of amenities in the area that you can take advantage of. So if that's you, it's going to be the area for you. And additionally, there are a number of tiny little pocket neighborhoods with beautiful luxury houses sprinkled within Wilmington Metro that aren't necessarily in, you know, neighborhoods, right? So a lot of these houses will have all of your luxury countertops, your cabinets, your flooring, your radiant floor heat, and all of this stuff, right? But they're not in a neighborhood that we can necessarily pinpoint on a map. They're just spread out throughout the city. So there's a number of these spot builds that I absolutely love. I think it's kind of a perfect mix between some of that historic side of things as well as some of the new, like, modern age style homes. But they benefit from the same amenities that historic downtown would, or, you know, river lights would. So if you're interested in any of these neighborhoods, certainly reach out to the phone number and email address down below. Or if there's anything else that you guys want to learn about, anything you want showcased or highlighted that you're interested in, drop me a comment, drop me a text message or a phone call. I'm more than happy to review those areas, those neighborhoods, or whatever it is for you guys. But once again, if I can help you in any way, shape, or form, that phone number and email address is the place to reach out. And until the next video, hope you guys have a good one. Peace. See ya.